I could say it's a track. It's hilarious. It caught the country by storm. It still doesn't make sense why. Sometimes, I don't know, someone just impacts people to a point of superstardom, pretty much. Uh, and I guess maybe it's the age that we live in, and I'm gonna segue to exactly what I want to talk about. But Yosko Motas, I mean, he dances and is funny when he speaks, and that's it. That's it. Uh, Shebe Shit, Shebe Mabena. I don't know, maybe it's the image that he portrays and the life that he's lived, and him being relatable to everyone, and him being this daredevil esque type person that people just gravitate toward. I don't know what it is about him, but he is one of the people that come from Limpopo that are pushing this genre. I'm not sure what the name is, but everyone is calling it Lekompo. Because when I grew up, Lekompo was. I wish I could explain it. I can like show you what or who a Lekompo is, but now it's being called a genre because I guess for lack of a better word, no one really knows what to call it. Kareshma is also one of the people that are pioneering this genre, and it's for me. I just define it as like a sound from Limpopo. It's it almost imitates the wedding songs that are prominent. Because like, if there's one genre of music from Limpopo, it's the wedding songs. Like no one even comes close to the amount of artists that make wedding songs. Shout out to Pleasure Tamanyalo. There's no one that comes close to them, like in terms of that. Like there's a lot of artists, the beats, the crazy use of auto-tune that they do for these wedding songs. And so it stems from like a lot of places. King Monada does a genre that he calls monada, which is also crazy. Makadzi does what people will probably call Afropop, but it's also heavily influenced by the wedding type beats that they put into the music. So does your Karishma, so does your Shebeshit, so does your King Monada. It's I think you have to be from Limpopo to understand what I'm talking about. For the longest time, I wasn't a fan because for the longest time I was a hip hop head and I became woke, and then now I listen to almost everything. But even the song that King Manada made with Tejo, it still had that feel of this is a Limpopo sound, and it reminds you of home. Like especially like I'm far, far, far away from home. I'll randomly find myself listening to Limpopo artists, even though they're not on my playlist as much as they should be, admittedly. But it's a sound that reminds you of home. I think Zulu people will agree with me and say that Maskandi is also like that. If you're from KZN and you're a Maskandi fan, then when you're far from home, that's the music that reminds you of home. And I'd go as far as saying your Jonas Kwangas, your Kefas Semenyas, your Budazas, and yeah, a lot of people can relate to a specific sound that comes from a specific region that always reminds you of home. You don't even know why you like it that much, but you can associate it with home. And I think that's pretty much what Lekompo is. And I guess my only concern is it's not as commercial as it should be, but for some reason, like Shebe is always gigging in Limpopo. King Manada's always gigging in Limpopo, and they're making like so much money because people support them. People always want to see them, and a bit of Pretoria because I think that's where the closest place usually where Limpopo people flock to. But I know every region has a specific sound that they gravitate towards. But a friend of mine asked me to talk about Lekompo and what the hell it is, and I hope I did it justice. I'll leave a link for the sounds that be, and I guess you guys will tell me if it's yay or nay, it's your thing or not. But that is Lekompo. Peace.